subscribe to my channel, and howdy neighbor, my name is Carl. If you're new to the channel, I am an eBay reseller, and I make these videos to kind of show you what I sell and what I don't sell and what I source and what I pick up. And the reason I'm eBay reselling is just to provide a little extra money for the family. Actually, that's how it started out. During this time of quarantine, however, it's become a little bit more necessary. My wife plays piano for our church, and she usually does 2 masses a week. Well, that was cut down to 1 mass a week during the beginning of this whole thing, and then later on they just said don't come in because they want to limit the number of people walking into the church building itself. Now, they are still paying her most of what she would normally get, but we're still missing a little bit from her. Every springtime, I would run a music festival for an outside company where we bring in bands and choruses and orchestras from all over the country, and they would perform in our schools, and then they'd go to Six Flags over Georgia. And that income is totally gone. The governor has just extended the quarantine, the shelter-in-place order until May 13th, and that would have been my last weekend for this festival. So that festival income is all gone for me, and that was usually my home fix-up money. So I'm having to find other avenues, and eBay is a good avenue for that. In the midst of all this, my daughter came up to me yesterday. She's 12 years old. My son is 10, and she asked me for a new video game. The video game is Animal Crossing, and it's $60 for the Switch. So I decided to turn it into a bit of education for the both of them, a little bit of entrepreneurial education, if you will. Got them together and said I'd be glad to buy you that new video game if you earn the money. And how we're going to earn the money is you're going to gather up all your unused video games and you're going to give them to me, and you and I are going to research what price point to sell it at, and you're going to help me list them, and then when we get enough money to buy that video game, then I'll go ahead and buy it. So yesterday and today we went ahead and listed them. These are the ones that we are listing. SpongeBob's Boating Bash, Disney Princesses, The Enchanted Journey, Madagascar 3, Tangled. This is Pac-Man and Ghost Adventures, and the Ghostly Adventures, Pac-Man and the Ghostly Adventures. Zelda, The Legend of Zelda and the Wind Walker, or something like that. And then there was one other, Minecraft, for Wii U, but that sold within about half an hour after putting it online. Then we've got, for the Switch, Lego Ninjago and The Incredibles. So those all went on. Just before making this video, my Ice Age sold, their Ice Age sold, so we're putting it in an envelope and we're sending that out to Macon. That's going to Macon, Georgia. The rest of these are still online. If you're interested, stop by the store and check to see if you can purchase them if you want one of them. So that's sort of where I'm sourcing and what sold. Another what sold this morning. This is why you don't accept offers. Why you don't accept offers when you're half asleep. Had these running shoes up for $35. Not bad running shoes. They're Hoka, and I've been told one instead of 1-1. I don't know. I ain't that fancy. You know what I'm saying? It's 1-1 to me. But I put them up there, and they've been up for $35. And I got an offer this morning for $20. They pay shipping. And I thought, oh, that sounds reasonable, because I thought I had them on for like $25 or something like that, not $35. So I accepted it. They just paid, so it's okay. I've got $3.21 into these shoes. They're paying shipping, so I'm still making a good profit. I'm still happy about that, although I wish I would have counter-offered. Don't accept offers while you're sleepy. Number one rule of the number one rules. Okay. Other sourcing. Getting crafty. Going to Facebook Marketplace. Looking up on one of these yard sale sites for my surrounding areas, and I saw a lot of Betty Boop a lot of Betty Boop things come up for $30, so a whole box full, and I jumped on it. So I bought it for $30. You can tell me if I made a terrible mistake or not. First is this metal sign, welcome to Daytona Beach, Daytona Bike Week, live to ride. I also have this framed print here. There is some damage on the back, but I'll indicate that in the listing. I don't know what I'm going to put this up for. There's a little bit of water damage back here too. But overall, the print looks good. I don't know what I'm going to list that one at. I don't know what I'm going to list any of this at. I haven't researched it. I was just allowed to bring it inside. Got another metal sign. Born to Boop. And another metal sign, Betty Boop, ready for duty. And this looks new. It does not look like, well, no, that's scratched up a little bit up top there. So I'll indicate that on my listing. Some license tags. This one. That one's plastic. This one's metal. Another metal one. And these I think I'm going to put up there for $10 to $15 each. So if I sell these, that's the money for the whole lot. So those are the Betty Boop license plates in this lot. A massive Pez dispenser. Wow. I guess you put, I don't know, I've never had one, a Pez dispenser this large. I guess you put the whole packs of Pez in there and it just dispenses a whole pack of Pez. But it's a Betty Boop Pez dispenser, large. That one's probably only going to be $5 or so. I didn't know anything was in these. I'm unboxing it for the first time. Okay, well, this is a, looks to be a lunch box or a little box. This is a keychain. There's a bunch of keychains in here. A little keychain there. Oops, put my finger over. A little keychain there. Magnet. Embroidered magnet. Keychain. Plastic figurine. Keychain. Keychain. And I hear the mailman. Excuse me. How my hair? Okay, all right, I'm back. So anyway, we're continuing to unbox this Betty Boop lot, and I'd come across these keychains. I figured out that first keychain that I held up is actually a coin purse keychain, so that's awesome. Let's see, we've got this one. That one. That one. What does it say on the bottom? Sturgis Rally. There's a lot of biker stuff here. And Wyoming. That's my daughter knocking on the window. Howdy neighbors, I'm back. My wife and daughter are playing frisbee in the backyard, and it got to a place of high grass, and they didn't want to be bit by snakes, so they called me out. So I'm back with you now, continuing my unboxing. This is another lunch box, I suppose, the Tin Box Company. It looks hinged on both sides. Oh, look at that. So it opens up like that. Okay. That's pretty cool. So there's that. This is salt and pepper shakers. There's one. Now she's looking at you. the other. So Betty Boop salt and pepper shakers. Man, I keep picking up these lunchbox thingies and hoping there's stuff inside, because that first one was a surprise thingy, and another lunchbox thingy. These two are identical, but again, nothing on the inside. Betty's Diner. On the road, or one for the road. One for the road. We've got new in bag, a Betty Boop journal. Never been opened. And who doesn't need a pair of Betty Boop dice to hang from your rearview mirror? That's the word I'm looking for. She's so fine. Just kissing. Betty Boop, Betty Boop. All that good stuff. Got another, I thought, well, it used to be a magnet, but the magnet's gone off of it. A laser etched Betty Boop. Can you see her there? She's inside. She's trapped inside. Nice, it's heavy. Nice heavy cube of glass. It's etched with Betty Boop, laser etched inside there. This is a, oh, this is the pedestal light to put this on. So that's cool. It has batteries in it, but those batteries don't work, and oh my gosh, I've got to clean them out. So I'll be doing that, and then I'll demonstrate it with the lights on in another video perhaps. But that's a little cleaning project for me. We have a picture frame that can either stand on your desk or be magnetized. And then another Betty Boop magnet. A Betty Boop anniversary clock. So this originally was $30 at Kmart. My guess is it's probably a lot less than that now on eBay, but we'll see. So all of that Betty Boop lot for $30. I'll be putting that up throughout the day, I guess, maybe through tomorrow. If you want any of that, check out my store, Frankenollie, on eBay. That's Franken, F-R-A-N-K-A, excuse me, F-R-A-N-K-E-N-O-L-L-I-E, Frankenollie, on eBay. But other than that, so that's the way I'm sourcing right now. Facebook Marketplace. My wife was not entirely too happy that I went out to get all this, but I promised her I'd leave it in my car for a certain set of time, let it quarantine, and hopefully everything's died off of it. So, but I'm going to be taking pictures of this and listing it. I don't think let me know what you would do with all of these keychains. Would you put them all in a lot of keychains, or would you do them separately? I'm tending to think separately, because the people who would want them don't want all of them necessarily, but they'll maybe want one or two, and I can combine shipping, no problem. So tell me in the comments what you think you would do, and give me some advice. I appreciate you. Plug in with the YouTubers that are doing what you want to do, to learn how to do what you want to do, so that you can be doing what they're doing when you're doing it, or something like that. Listen to the people who are doing what you want to do, so you can learn what they do. I'm getting lost again. Appreciate you stopping by, neighbors. I'll see you next time. Have a good one.